We're live. Hey, everybody. Always good to see everybody. We've got with us today MD, the CMO over at OmniKick with us today. And we're going to go over how to re-engage with visitors using push notification campaigns. So this is actually a big topic. So a lot of people have been messaging us, MD, as far as like, what even is a push notification? I actually am kind of surprised that not so many people actually really know what it is, let alone use it. And I was actually looking at some stats, and it looks like only maybe like 7% of marketers actually even use push notifications, which I would have thought it'd be a lot more because they're pretty powerful for the desktop notifications.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, hello everyone. Thanks for having me again, Aaron. It's a pleasure to always come on the live for Lifetime Deal. Regarding the push notification, yes, that is actually a very less number that people are actually using push notification, and it's such a small and powerful thing that you can do for your marketing, and it's so simple. Last days we talked about the emails and the push notifications, right? And push notification part is very easy to assemble and go in and just start up with it. It's not rocket science, right? It's much more simpler than any other channels there. That's what push notifications is. So yeah, so let me go ahead and just start off with push notifications and how you can go ahead and work on it and set it up and things like that.
Yeah, and just for someone that's just starting out, even if they're not used to like what push notifications are, what would be the best way that you would explain that to someone that maybe is just not used to knowing what it is?
Right. Well, push notifications is like, if you think about, like, everyone uses a cell phone, right? You guys have a smartphone, everyone uses a cell phone nowadays. So what is a push notification? Push notification is that little message that comes up on your cell phone, whether that's, let's say you are an Uber user, right? Everyone is familiar with Uber. So you are an Uber user. What happens is that Uber has a promo code for a $10 off or a $5 off, right? And you get a promo code. So you see a message that comes up on your notification bar of your cell phone that's saying that Uber has a $5 promo if you use this code. But that message is not in your message inbox. That is a push notification that you receive through that's a mobile push notification, right? And if you have, let's say you went onto a browser on your cell phone, Uber can send you the same push notifications on the web browser, and on the top of the web browser, left, right, it's totally up to them and up to you as well if you use the push notifications, and you can send that message to the customer. So basically not disturbing anyone, but sending that message, showing them a little peek, and taking their interest in grabbing something. And it's just a click away. For email, you have to read through the email, click on the action button, go somewhere, do something. There's a lot of things involved. In push notification, it's just one click away. They see a push notification pop up from one side, you click and done. You're one of their subscribers and they got a subscriber. You're happy. It's a small thing, looks cute, looks good. You clicked on it, done. So that's how easy and simple it is.
Perfect. So now you guys obviously have it hooked up on the website. I've seen it on there, so I know for sure you've got it because you guys definitely use your own software. Could you show us, someone that's new? Could you just quickly show your screen and an example, basically, of push notification, for the opt-in?
Right. Okay.
On your guys' site.
All right. Absolutely. Just a moment. Okay. All right. So yeah, my screen is shared. So before we go ahead and show the push notifications, if everyone can, when they log into their software, when they log into OmniKick, right? This is the summary page. Over here, you see there is, let me just make full screen. All right. Over here, you see there's a settings option. Once you click on settings option, there are basic settings, right? Site setup, basic setup, email setup, and push setup, right? So the push setup, you have two types of setup. One is a one-step opt-in, which is just for HTTPS only, right? So the sites that are protected sites like HTTPS, those will have the one-step opt-in. So that's like one click away. The
Well,
two-step.
could
Yes.
you show real fast, like on the site itself, like on the homepage, if you go there, and kind of show them, because I know that some people were asking about that, just so they understand what it is. Basically, it's when you go to a website, you're going to see those big bars up top. Well, kind of like pop-ups basically, and it asks you if you want to get notifications.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just see if it's set up on our website.
It's definitely there. You may have to clear your cookies for it to see.
There you go. Yeah,
There
it is.
Perfect.
So this is how it works out, right? So the push notification just comes up and it allows you to, do you want to allow it? So this is not a push notification, right? This is for you to give the permission to OmniKick whether you want us to send you push notifications or not. So this is how you go ahead and add your subscribers. But what I was mentioning over here is that this is the one-step opt-in and the two-step opt-in. This is to set up your push notification so that your website can get connected with push notifications. So if it's an HTTP site, then you need to add the two-step opt-in. And if it's a HTTPS site, then you would set up the one-step opt-in. And the no opt-in is basically for manual. If you do not want any opt-ins, then you can go ahead and manually copy this code and paste it. But basically, the simple ones are one-step opt-in and two-step opt-in, right? Over here, you have the chiclet customization. So basically, the chiclet is something like this, right? So the chiclet is something like this. It says get notification on the right. You can go ahead and put it anywhere you want, top left, bottom right. So wherever you want to put it. You can change the text of it, change the text, the background color, and also the text color of the chiclet that would show up. So this is some of the bars that you see on you when you go to different websites. It says learn more or see more, So many things, whatever you want to update about, you can go ahead and customize on the chiclet. And if you turn on the chiclet, then you'll be able to see this. Now coming to bell customization, right? So bell customization, it's basically a bell. It's self-explanatory. You have the bell over there, and you can also put it on top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right, and on the cell phone as well. So it's on the web, bell position on the web, and bell position on the mobile. Bell effect, shake, not shake. If you click on shake, what happens is that this one shakes, it vibrates, and if it's not shake, then it just stands there unless you click on it and start your notification. It's totally up to you how you want to. Even on push notifications, the first one, as I showed you, like it's a very small window. This one is a very small window. If you want to make it much smaller, then you can use a chiclet which comes up on the right side, right? And if you want to make it more smaller, then you can just go ahead and use the bell customization, right? So you can just use the bell on the website. So this is basically how you would go ahead and set up your website with push notifications, and it's already there. You just need to click on the buttons and make it green, and that's it. It just sets it up all by itself. Now coming to see for yourself what the push notifications basically are. Let me go ahead, and the last time we actually discussed or talked about automation sequences, right? But there was a question that actually the answer actually brought up broadcast that we have. So broadcast basically is that you would be going in and sending a lot of you would be sending to a huge group of people or to all of your subscribers at the same time, so you don't have to send one by one or 10 or 100. There's no limit to it. You can just select all your subscribers and you can just go ahead and send them a broadcast. So that is how broadcast work. That's why it's named broadcast. And so let me go ahead and create a broadcast for you guys, right? and obviously we name it lifetime deal. As we are over here, you have the recipients filter, guys, as you can see. So the recipients filter are date subscribed, email activity, lifetime value, segments, sequences, sign up source, orders, and many things, right? If I don't select any of this is the most easiest way. If I don't select any of the filters and I just click on save recipients, so what happens, right? What happens is that basically all of my subscribers that are in the system will just show up automatically because I did not choose any filter. That does not mean that I will not get any subscribers. So every single subscriber, as you can see, comes up over here. As you can see, this is how you would get the push status, right? So if I go, let me go ahead and go to the next page. Let me show you a difference. Right. So as you can see, guys, this is one subscriber. It's an email subscriber, right? So you have the email address, the first name, and the last name. Now, coming to this is totally different. You see, you do not have an email, first name, or last name. You have a push status. So that means that this is a push subscriber. So that is how you would actually differentiate whether this is a push subscriber or this is an email subscriber. If you have the set up your push like they would put their first name and their last name, then that actually comes up over here. Totally up to you. As we just have the one drop in, that's why when they click on it, it just grabs their device that they're using and it comes up as a subscriber. So that specific device becomes the subscriber for us. So the desktop that they're using or the Mac that they're using, the PC that they're using.
Very cool. So it actually gives an identification icon for that.
Exactly. So the customers, I had a question regarding this. The customer was asking, like, how do I identify which one are push subscribers and which one are email subscribers? So this is how you would actually identify. And also, as you can see, this is a Chrome push subscriber. So that person was using Chrome browser. If it was Firefox, it would show a Firefox icon over here. So depending on. Yes.
So what are some good use cases for how and when to use push notifications for like engaging and re-engagement when it comes to your audience?
So yeah, so we have selected the subscribers. Now moving on. Right, so over here, well, regarding the push notifications, when would you want to use it, right? Push notifications mainly are used for short-time promos, mainly are used for, a quick launch, a quick update that you want to provide to all of your customers, a short deal that you want to provide. So push notification, the difference between email and push notifications is that even if you send, let's say, multiple push notifications on a day, people won't be annoyed because it just comes up on the top right corner of your website and people barely notice it. But difference with email is that if you send multiple emails in a day to one customer, they would be annoyed because that just fills up their inbox. So that is the difference mainly for push notifications and email. But as you have an urgency and you have a promo which would expire, let's say, in 2 days or 3 days, then that's when you push on the push notifications, send them more and more push notifications, letting them know to grab the deal. Maybe they have missed it, so you send them one, it comes up on the top right, sends on the top left. It's totally up to you how you want to send it to them. And
it's really unlimited as far as how you want to use it. I mean, you can use it for anything. Like you're going live on a webinar, boom, let everybody know. Exactly. Give them the link, put them the link on there, and then just click on that, go straight directly to your webinar. You've got a course you just set out, boom. You've got a obviously if you got a promo, you want people to know about real fast. The really nice thing about it is for me, what I love about them is it's quick, it's simple, and it takes a little bit to figure out what you're going to write out in an email, right? And how you're going to send it out and everything, exactly. Get that all segmented. But with the push notification, I mean, it's so easy. You can have it done within like just a couple minutes and have your entire audience that's subscribed to that already engaged with it.
Exactly. Yeah, that is also the beauty of it, right? For an email, you need to think of the content, right? You need to think of what you're gonna put in the email, what links you're gonna put in there, how you gonna set up your email, how you're gonna write it, right? Your ending, your starting, your body, and so many things. On push notifications, you just need to figure out 4 to 5 words. That's it. You
Right.
figure out a few words rather than a couple of lines or a paragraph. That's the beauty of push notifications.
And I know some people, they're like, well, the reason I don't like them is because they're so intrusive. But you got to remember, for it, that's not the way for everybody, right? Some people, like me personally, I actually prefer getting a desktop notification than email. You know, I've said that multiple times. I going to my inbox, it's very time consuming going through all the emails and looking at, okay, this is important, this is important. No, this is not important. This is spam box, whatever. But if it comes across my screen right there, I can glance at it and I can, tell if that's important or not. And if I want to learn more or whatever, I can click on it. But they're not going to, that's the thing. It's not intrusive because they're literally saying, hey, send me your offers. I want, I want to be a part of this. And, there's different ways you can set up like different funnels to even get people to opt in on it. Right. So let's say they, one simple way, let's say they subscribe to your email list, right? Or purchase a product, whatever. Shoot them an email out and have them go to a page and sign up, specifically opt in for your desktop notifications, right? So now you've got them on 2 ways that you can actually you have more touch points. Obviously, the more touch points we have means the higher chances of sales, or whatever you're trying to do. Again, if it's like the webinar, like courses, or whatever. Again, it's really unlimited. It's not. It doesn't have to be cart based like an e-com type setup. It can really be used for any type of industry.
Exactly, yes. Well, the difference, that is the difference actually, basically, and the sweetness of push notifications. What happens on the email, that you actually need to set a time of your day where you would go in and check your email. Push notifications is a multitasking notification software. How is that? Because you are already working on your website, right? So you are already working on your website, and then all of a sudden a push notification comes up. So if you see it and also currently on your work, you are automatically multitasking, right? You're automatically seeing multiple things at the same time. But through email, you cannot go ahead and do other works and also check your email. So you have to set a different time for your email. So that's why push notifications is so handy.
Now, can you set it up to where it stays there? It stays until they click on it. They click it out. So the desktop notification, the push notification itself will stay on the screen.
Right.
For time or...
The push notifications. All right. Sorry for that, guys. I get a lot of messages. Right. So regarding the push notifications, yes, you can set it up. Go. Until unless the customer actually clicks on it, it does not go away. The push notification actually stays there.
Now, is that automatic, or do you have options as far as, just stay on there on the screen for like 30 seconds or whatever as well? Because I actually prefer both. Like, it just depends on what what it is that I'm actually sending out. But go ahead, sorry.
Right. Now it actually stays on the website if you don't interact with it. It's like if you click on it or close it, then it goes away, or else it just stays there on the top right of it.
If I'm planning a big ski trip for this week, but I need to send out, I've got a new promo I want to send out middle of the week, I'm not even anywhere around, how would I create and schedule a push notification?
Right. Excellent question. So let's say you write down the headline, right? So it's regarding ski, right? So you're going to a ski resort. So let's a ski trip this week.
OmniKick ski trip.
OmniKick is sure, why not? Winter is coming up soon, but unfortunately, we do not get snow here. So, yeah,
We
it's
have
not possible.
fires where I'm at right now, so it looks like the zombie apocalypse outside. It's all yellow. The sky's all yellow and kind of reddish. Smoke everywhere.
Yeah.
We're actually on where I'm at. We're actually on evacuation standby. Kind of crazy.
Evacuation standby. Why is that?
Because all the fires around here.
Oh, okay.
A lot of questions are in the comments, guys. We'll get to them right away. So yeah, if you have any questions, as always, go ahead and put them in the comments there. You know we love answering questions.
Right. So there you go. It's OmniKick ski trip. Grab your booking now, right? Or get your booking in.
Call MD personally on his cell phone.
Yeah, that's expensive for everyone to call me on my cell phone, so it's totally up to them. Over here on the target URL, you would actually go ahead and put, let's say, the ski site where they can go ahead and sign up, or the landing page they go ahead and sign up, right? Campaign default UTM, you can always set it up basically on the settings, and you can just always use the default one. Buttons, if you want any buttons, as simple, they can just click on it and it goes there. Button would be an extra button where you can just name it and put in it's just for you if you want to show it like that, or if make it simple. So you go ahead and save it, and you move on to settings.
And just so everybody knows, you can add your own image in there. You're not stuck with the OmniKick logo there.
Yes, absolutely. You can go ahead and add. Let me just go back. Right. So over here, you can go ahead and add your images, and like your website would actually come up. So your connected website over here would actually come up. So it says via OmniKick because the website and the domain both are OmniKick. That's with omnikick.omnikick.com. But your website would be the domain rate, so via-.com based on your website. And these logos are there. You can go ahead and update the image. As you can see, this is the image that we have used. You can go ahead and use your image. You don't have to use the default one. So over here, you can click on update image and it shows it, right? So now we go to the scheduling, right? How we go ahead and schedule. So all of this would be same. From name, you can write your name where which the customer would actually see. And so from email or push, it's the same thing. This is just where it is coming from. Both of the settings are same for email and push notifications as well. This one is not much needed, but all of them is same. So we go to schedule messages to send. So this is the sweet part, guys. This is actually the most exciting part. When do you want to send the broadcast? You want to send it immediately. You just send broadcast. It just goes away to all of your customers. Now, if you want to send it at a specific time, so this is very interesting. So specific time, obviously, you can select the date and the time, the AM and the PM, right? Which time zone should we use? So there are two options. There you go. Okay. So there are two options, guys, as you can see. One is that GMT plus UTC, which is my time, where I'm sitting right now. So it's around 12 a.m. more or less right now, 11:40 p.m. right? Now, the subscribers' local time. What is this? For example, let's say you have 100 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers, right? 100 of them are in US, Texas, right? 100 of them are in California, right? 200 of them are in Europe somewhere, and then the others are in Asia. Now, if I use GMT time, what happens is that everyone gets sent at 11:40 p.m. my time. So that means the people who are in Asia would receive it at their night time. People who are in the US would receive it at their morning time. Europe people would receive it in afternoon. So it will be scattered, right? And so that's why we have this option. That means subscribers local time. So you would schedule the broadcast at a specific time. And if I set it to, let's say, a very good time, right? What would be a very good time for customers to engage? Whether that's in the morning, if it's in the morning, let's say 11 a.m., right? If it's in the afternoon, after lunch, 3 p.m. or 4 p.m., that's when the people are more engaged at the end of the day or at the starting of the day. So let's say 11 a.m. or for early risers, 10 a.m. So if I select this options, as you can see, delivery date 10 September, right? I can go ahead and select 11 September, 10 a.m. subscribers local time. That means wherever your customer are, whether they are in US, UK, in Europe, in Asia, or any country, they will receive at 10 a.m. their specific time. So it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have, doesn't matter how many countries it's sending to, doesn't matter how many time zones it's sending to. Everyone will receive it at 10 a.m. their local time. So that is very, very sweet about this, delivery settings, how you go ahead and schedule the broadcast, and then you can just go ahead and schedule it and send it. So
I
that's
love that.
basically done. Yeah.
I've used ones where you don't have that option before. Nothing like sending something really important to someone at their 2 a.m. hoping they're up.
Right, exactly, yeah, because you guys don't like, everyone do not give that option of sending everyone at their local time, because that is actually a very good option to get customers to get engaged at their local time. My goodness, every time I come on live, guys, I do apologize. I get a lot of messages at that specific time when I'm actually on live.
Those are kind of like push notifications, right?
Yeah, they are. Yes. So that's this is actually a good example of what you're saying. That is the push notification that is actually coming up. It's like notification. Right? So yeah, so that is about it. How you would go ahead and set up push notifications. I showed you on broadcast. If you go ahead and do it on automation or sequence, it's the same. Push notification setting up process is the same. The settings are same. Only the scheduling would change depending if you're doing it in automation or sequence. So
yeah, so I mean, you can get like, so if you've got like a promo, you can do an entire sequence campaign just on push notifications, and that's it, right? You don't even need like the emails, for example. And you're going to find some people respond better to different things. I mean, you've got form people, they only fill out forms. You've got, phone call people, they'll only deal with people over the phone. You've got chat bot people. I mean, you've got push notification people, you got email people. So you'll find, really depending on what your audience is, really pay attention to that and find out, who's who and what they respond to. And over time, knowing what those numbers are, you'll know, you'll get a better idea as far as, okay, well, this works best with this product for this audience. And again, you're able to segment everything, which is beautiful. So you can actually, because you're able to segment on the push notifications, right, as well. The audience.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, if you've got people, let's say you've got in e-commerce, just because it's easier, because you got different, brands and products, you can segment down as far as, okay, this person buys a lot of shoes, right? This person, they're a pet person. They're always buying the pet products that come out, right? You've got that segmented out, so you know who the best people are to send. And again, as far as the times, you're going to start finding out, okay, well, this audience here, they're normally clicking on our links at 3 p.m. Here in this country, for whatever reason, they're like early risers, man, like 7 a.m. right? So over time, it's like everything else. Over time, you're going to find out what works best for which segmented audience, which list, which products, etc. But that's what's so beautiful about OmniKick, because you're not just stuck to one thing. You're not just stuck to push notifications. You're not just stuck with emails, email campaigns. The ability to add and combine everything together is amazing. But now think about it, not even from your side, but from like the agency side. Remember, you guys, OmniKick is allowing white label, right? So that means you guys now have all this power, all this automation that you guys can go out, resell, and obviously, remake your money, your ROI, just even from the purchase here. But yeah, you can actually help people out, rebrand it as your own software, essentially, and have your own marketing automation software that's going to compete with all the big names out there.
Yeah, you can just go ahead and take it, and brag about it to the people that I got this. you don't have this, you should take it, and they don't know where the software came from, because if it's white label, you can go ahead and use your name and send it to them, and they are just, oh wow, where did this came from, so that actually helps out your name. You get a good repo out of your clients, and so you're happy, they're happy. It's a win-win for everyone,
Oh, absolutely. Well, think of it from an agency standpoint, as far as, well, we already have an agency. Well, we're an agency. We're also a software company. Here, why don't you try out our software? We'll give you a really great, special deal on this. You can offer, automation for someone as a service, obviously, just to get your foot in the door, right? You're able to offer that as an upsell to a current service. Let's say you started a brand new client you've got, or an old one. Let's say you're just doing Facebook ads for them, whatever. Hit them up with, hey, would love to get your idea, your feedback on, this new software that, I guess you can kind of say, I don't know, I guess you couldn't really say created, but it's new software of ours, right?
Right, yeah.
Go check it out. Let me know what you think about it, but again, it's a matter of, you've got something over the competition they don't have access to.
Exactly.
And if they do, because there are other white label services out there, like Active Campaign has a white label service essentially, but they're not going to compete to your prices, because you're getting this as a lifetime deal, right? So you can charge whatever you want up until the 3,000. So the 3,000 contacts, that there, just so everyone knows, you're able to scale later on. There's actually a discount from the normal pricing from OmniKick.
Right.
So the whole concept is, go out there, sell it, resell it, give away. You guys can do whatever you want with those sub accounts. They're yours. Give them as gifts. Give one to grandpa. Give one as a wedding gift. Give them as bonuses for a deal, whatever. And those on the sub accounts, those are actually unlimited on the stacking. So that's actually technically unlimited. There was somebody and they were buying a whole bunch of the sub accounts. So we've got a whole bunch of questions in here. So I want to start getting to some of these. Did you have anything else for that, MD?
No, that actually covers up regarding the topic that we discussed today.
Okay. So
let's answer the questions first, and then we can talk about it.
All right. Here's one from Mohammed. He's been waiting patiently. I think this is his first question. This is a while ago. If suppose some unknown user came on a website, can we give push notifications?
Absolutely. That is what push notifications are for. You give them the push notifications, that pop-up comes down, the push notification bar comes down, and if they click on allow, then they just become your subscriber. That is for the unknown users, whoever visits your website. You engage them with push notifications.
Well, and maybe, I guess it depends on how you mean in the question. So for the push notifications, they actually have to opt in. So they just click yes. They're going to click yes or no, essentially.
Right,
but
exactly.
as soon as they click yes, then you're able to send out campaigns to them. As far as, but the push notification itself is not a normal like pop up or notification bar. If that's what the question was, let me know if I answered the question correctly, MD or Mohammed. Sorry. But as far as like they've got to opt in. But the beautiful part about it is once they opt in, they're interested in getting those notifications on desktop. Mohammed, again, my website is HTML. Perfect. That's absolutely perfect. It's super easy to get started, guys. You just add a simple code, a simple script onto your website.
Yeah, the steps are given on the settings, right? You can just go read through it and put it in. It's very easy, guys.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you have access to your code, it doesn't matter if you have WordPress, Shopify, Wix, I don't know,
anything
builders out there. Yeah, it's everything's code, right? So even if you don't have access for whatever weird reason, if it's a custom, I know there's like real estate CRMs that have website builders and stuff they don't give access to, because I've dealt with them for our own software. You can just give them the code, have that client send that code over to their developer, their person, whoever, and they'll be able to add it on there. But again, everything's code. This is just a code to be added on to, something else that has a code. So it's compatible with everything out there. Are push notifications responsive? So I guess it means for the for like mobile. It shows up on mobile, right?
It shows up on mobile browser, but not mobile notifications. So we have web notifications. If you are on a browser on your cell phone, then it comes up on that browser.
Does this send direct messages on Facebook or LinkedIn? No, but Messenger is coming.
Exactly, yeah.
I'll go ahead and let you explain that one.
Right. So regarding the push notifications, it do not send direct messages on Facebook, but as we have the Messenger, Facebook bot Messenger on like our roadmap, then you'd be able to go ahead and send direct messages on to your customers on Facebook or on Messenger. So that will allow you to get subscribers through Messenger and Facebook, and you can use the push notifications to get your subscribers from any browser that is on your website.
And again, it's not just that one single thing. I mean, you can create entire campaigns. So
Absolutely.
You send out an email, you shoot out a message. When the SMS is coming and that's in the system, shoot them out a text message. You got the push notifications. So you're hitting them all over the different places in different sort of sequences. Scrolling down here. Let's see. Roll again. Can we create a segment of people subscribe to push notifications but not email notifications? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Guys, there are so many triggers and filters in the segmentation section. Like, go there, try each one out. Nothing would happen. None of your subscribers would be deleted, or none of your subscribers would go away. Create different filters. See if you like it. If you don't like the filter, delete it. Create another set of filters. Right? As I said, it's like writing a story or a poem. Crumble your paper, throw it away if you don't like it. Create another one.
Absolutely. Yeah, don't be afraid of it, guys. And if anybody needs any sort of help whatsoever, just let us know. Let us know, and
yeah, absolutely.
Help
yes,
you out.
If you have any technical issues, or if let's say you did something, right, and you got scared that something happened, that's fine, guys. Let us know. My dev team would go ahead and solve it for you. That's not an issue.
And I think there's a question. For whatever reason, I've had a couple people ask me, can I delete? Can I delete content?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I don't know of an email system out there, platform, where it doesn't allow you to remove contacts, because you're going to have people opt out. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You're going to have people opt out. Of course, you're going to be able to replace those. Absolutely. So you can remove and add subscribers as needed. If you feel like, it's just the limitations, the only limitations are going to depend on the plan that you're on. So obviously, if you think that you're going to have a lot of subscribers, get more coupon codes, right? If you're just starting out, just get one coupon code,
exactly. Or get one of the big boys, that we just ended, the early bird special just ended, guys.
The early bird
had the limit of 90K subscribers. So people actually who grabbed this deal, I want to congratulate them, because they actually got something, which some of the persons who are missing out, or people who missed out. But me and Aaron are actually in talk about, getting something to you guys who missed out on that 90K, so that you can grab something as well. So yeah, so that's a surprise. It's coming up. Let's wait on that. That would be an elite deal. So, so let's wait on that.
Absolutely. So yeah, congrats to all the early bird action takers on that. You guys got one heck of a deal. No question about that. So congrats on that. And yeah, we're going to have another plan package. We're in discussion about that. 100,000 subscribers. It's not going to be for the same pricing. We had the early bird, so those guys got a great deal. No question about it. But this is still going to be a really, really good deal. So I know you guys are going to love it when we get it up there. So we'll hold off on the surprise a little bit. So that's it. So I think that's it. I don't see any other questions right now. So again, guys, super easy to set up the push notifications. You can set them up, deliver them, send them out immediately, or you can schedule them later on. You can also add them to campaigns, which we'll go over on a different video later.
Right. We did it on the last time as well. Like when we created the sequences on the automation, you guys see that you have the option of add channels, right? So as we currently have the email and the push notifications, you can go ahead and add your email and your push. And you see the percentage on each of the channels. On the right side of the channels, you see the percentages. And you will see which has more interaction with the customers. And as Aaron mentioned, and as I mentioned on the last webinar that we had as well, you have 4 options. You have 2 options right now, 2 more are being added. So you would have 4 different options. If the customer, you send them an email, they do not engage, they do not interact. You send them a push notification, still they do not interact. You send them a messenger message, still do not interact. At the end of the day, you send them an old school SMS, they check on their cell phone and they interact. So it's totally up to the customer through which channel they want to interact. And once they start interacting in that channel, you can just go ahead and segment your subscriber list based on, let's say, email subscribers, and then push, and then messenger, and then SMS. So that way what happens is that at that time you don't have to send them 4 messages, right? You can just go ahead and send them the specific one that they were active on. And also in our system, we do not annoy the customer. So even if you send the same customer 4 different channels or 4 messages, that only happens if the customer do not interact with the previous channel. So that means a customer did not interact to email, only then they would get the push. They did not interact to push, only then they would get the messenger message. If they did not interact with messenger, only then they would get the SMS. The moment they interact with one of the channels, others stop. They don't send the messages to the customers. So we don't want to annoy the customers.
So there's different ways you guys can set it up, and we'll go over, building a campaign using all the, fundamentals of everything for a different video. But yeah, super easy to get started. Just to reiterate, you're gonna basically add your campaign's title and description in there, right? Title and description. You're going to add your icon, your image on there. You're going to add your call to action link, right? Schedule your campaign. You're either going to send it out right now, or you're going to send it out later. You're going to send it out specifically at your time, or you can send it out at your customer's time, right? At their 10 a.m.
Their local time, yeah, their local time.
And that's it. You hit the send button, and boom, you're done.
Excellent, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you can drive targeted traffic. I mean, you can keep your audience engaged, which is always important. Increase conversion rates, re-engage, retain users, grow your brand awareness. Guys, there's so many different reasons to use OmniKick. Just having the push notifications alone makes the platform amazing. But luckily, there's a lot more to it than just push notifications. So love to see what you guys think about the offer. I know everybody has been, so far the feedback's been really good and amazing that you guys are allowing for the white label for this, letting everybody rebrand this product to sell as their own software, which is pretty exciting.
It is, and we are excited too regarding this. We just want to give everything back to the customer so they can use the most of it and use it to the fullest.
Absolutely. All right, guys. So I think that's it. I don't see any other questions, so we're gonna end this live. You guys, as always, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and put them down there in the comments, and we'll get to them as soon as possible. But remember, OmniKick lifetime deal is going on, but it's not going on forever. So make sure you get your codes. At least go check out the deal, find out what you're going to be missing. But I think this is going to be one of those things where if you don't jump on board, if you don't jump on the OmniKick train, you're going to regret it. OmniKick is definitely turning out to be one of the hottest deals that we've seen coming into the community. No question about it. So go check it out. Go to lifetimedeal.com. And thank you, everybody, for taking the time and spending it with us today.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you, guys. Peace.